Up here. Right, okay. Right. So, as you all know, my name is Sandra. So growing up, life was anything but stable for me. My twin and I, imagine two of me, that would be good, wouldn't it? Woo!
Good Lord.
And I were abandoned at birth by our mum, who left us in hospital. And my dad, who should have been our protector, was abusive. Due to this, we were placed in care at a time when children's residentials were ruled with an iron rod, leaving the children often traumatised and scared. During my time in the children's residential, I was forced to go to church. It wasn't out of choice or interest. It was just part of a routine, something that was expected of you. I'd sit in the pews, they were wooden pews, dressed in the Sunday best. It would be dress, patent shoes, frilly socks, yuck. Listening to the minister's sermon, fidgeting and getting bored, often getting into trouble for fidgeting. Me fidgeting? Never. However, it was there that, for the first time in my life, that I thought somebody loved me. I clearly remember the minister saying, God the Father loves you. I remember thinking, at least someone loves me. I thought that it remained with me throughout my life. My childhood was filled with trauma and confusion and a deep sense of rejection and abandonment. I carried so much anger and sadness inside me. I didn't know what to do with it. I learned not to trust people. I walked around with my head down, not wanting to look at anyone or wanting people to look at me for fear of what might happen. I learned to survive. I wasn't really living, I was in survival mode. Once I left school, I flung myself into work. I worked long shifts, wouldn't socialise. I lived in fear. I would go to work, then home, and I wouldn't turn the lights on in the house because I didn't want anybody to know that I was in there. So it was better for me to sit in the dark in my own space and feel safe. I felt invisible, but I felt safe. Over time, something started to shift. Even though I wasn't looking for faith, it kept showing up in people who were kind without a reason. And in the moments when the thoughts going in my head were dark, the words I heard as a child at church, God the Father loves you, would pop into my head. Words spoke during a sermon years ago that seemed to hit something deep inside of me. It wasn't until my late 40s that I plucked enough courage up to go to church, sitting in the back, hoping no one would notice me, and I would leave as soon as the service was finished, to avoid talking to anyone. I started talking to God, not because I fully understood him, but because I needed to know if he was real. And he is real. He was real. I came to realise that during the darkest times in my life, I was never alone. He was always there. He went through it all with me. I had on many occasions thought I can't go on anymore. God always sent someone or something during those times to stop me because he has a plan for me. It's a plan for everyone, actually. God was making movement in my life. I changed my job. I began to work in the care sector, and that's where I met my husband, Gary. I never thought I would ever marry, but God thought different. He put Gary in my life. The few friends that I had, the few friends that I let in, were absolutely shocked when they didn't know that I was getting married because they knew my trust in people, especially men, was zero. I can't to this day explain why, Gary, but I can say that he's my absolute rock, a gift from heaven. I continued to work in the care sector in many areas. And that's where I met the person who was so persistent on me coming to church that I ended up going just to shut her up. Kaylee. Thank you, Kaylee. You've changed my life. Without you being so persistent, I would never be here. I retired my early 60s. Well, I'm still early 60s. And I found a place that's helping me heal, and I love it, and I can get to be myself there. And you'll never believe the name of this place. It's called Restoration and Creation. What a name, eh? Woo! Such an appropriate name. It was there that I met two people who have been such an impact in my healing. I don't think she'll let me say her name, but she knows who she is. Encouraging me to find a church that would make me happy and a place where I could grow in faith. This is when Kaylee had started asking me to come to church. I did come to church and I sat outside for ages before actually coming in. I felt something that I'd never felt before. When going somewhere for the first time, I actually didn't feel fear. I didn't know how to deal with it. I was thinking, why is everybody being so nice? To be honest, it terrified me. However, each week I returned. I sat at the back, just trying to understand what was happening in my life. I was being very standoffish as I was trying to navigate through this change in my life, trying to figure out if I could really trust these people. Well, we all know the answer to that. I now hug people, I seek people out to talk to, I even socialise with you, Heather. I sing and shout during praise time. I remember once we were sitting in a circle one Sunday and I had a colourful cardigan on, and Josh said, "The way you dress is what's waiting to come out." I think for once, John, you were right. Sorry, Josh. I got baptised with Kaylee and Paul on the 27th of October last year. I feel truly blessed to be a daughter of God and to share that special day with these two special people. Just a few more things. So the reason I sat outside for ages is my dad's house is straight across from Love Church. I used to go by and I was shaking, I was terrified. But a good friend of mine said that God takes you back to where it all began to start the healing process. I was just thinking God's got some sense of humour, to be honest. But I'm still here, and now I pass it without shaking. So there's a song by a musician called Stephen McWhirter. It's called "My Life is Proof What God Can Do." Well, my life is proof. I no longer walk with my head down or fear eye contact. I'm up here giving my testimony, looking at all of yous. See what God can do there, eh? Now I see church not as a duty, but as a place of restoration. I see God not as a distant figure, but as a father who never left my side. The love I was denied by people I found in him. The safety I never had as a child, I found in his presence. I'm still healing, still learning, but I'm not who I used to be. God is rewriting my story, and this time it's one filled with hope. It says in the Love Church banner, it's usually at the back there, and it says a place to feel safe and a place to feel loved. That is what it says. It's very, very true. I was just at a conference at Lindrick Muir recently, and there was somebody prophesying, and he said that when you come to God, he takes your story. So I'm giving my story to God. Thank you for listening. Right. Can we have karaoke now?